everyone. Amanda Moore here, coming at you with volume 11 of The Blast Out. As you know, we do this blast out every 2 weeks on a Thursday. That's what's been happening lately. And we do this so that way we can give back value to the fire service. We're announcing upcoming conferences and training events and any information regarding raffles, donations, giveaways, anything like that that would benefit our fire families. That is what the blast out was designed for. And uh, last blast out on volume 10, we decided to bring on a guest that had an upcoming conference. And who better to be able to share the upcoming conference than the person that's putting it on? So we decided we're going to start going that with that avenue and having guests on the blast out. And you're not missing anything. Normally we go live, but we're changing things up. This week, it's happening. It's today, Thursday, October 5th, is when we're doing volume 11 of the blast out, but we're not going live with it. We're pre-recording it. And for several different reasons, when you go live, there's a lot of logistical nightmares that can happen. And so we're trying to avoid that and put out quality content for you guys to be able to view or listen to. So I'm super duper excited to be able to share volume 11, the platform on Firehouse Vigilance, volume 11 blast out with my good friends, Tracy McCart and Kathy Edwards. They are with Fire Wife Life, and they're going to join me and share with you guys everything that they have upcoming, what Fire Life Wife is all about, and again, just what they have coming up. And we're gonna just deep dive right into it. I'm gonna have Tracy McCart start us off. She's gonna tell us a little bit about herself, and then we'll go over to Kathy, and Kathy Edwards will share with us a little bit about herself.
Okay. All right. My name is Tracy McCart. Born and raised St. Louis, Missouri. My husband was in the fire service, or is in the fire service, has been in the fire service for almost 20 years now. We moved about a year and a half ago to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Kind of followed his passion in the fire service here. He is a lieutenant at Horry County, Station 7. I kind of tell this story about being duped because he was not in the fire service when we got married. He was a heavy equipment operator, and he came home from a volunteer fire department meeting one night and said, "Tracy, I'm going to be a firefighter." And lo and behold, he took the classes, did all the things, and has been a firefighter ever since. And he is extremely passionate about the job. Through that passion, we have gone to several conferences, which that is where I met Kathy. So.
And we're going to talk more about the conferences and the meeting and all of that as we get into this. So, Kathy, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Kathy Edwards. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. My husband was a 30-year career firefighter with the city of Atlanta. He is now retired, and I air quote that because we travel a lot. And he has a company where he does training all across the country. Again, one of those lead into a conference where I met Tracy and Amanda and all these wonderful people. And that's how we started Fire Wife Life, was through the travel and meeting one another, which has been amazing. I have two children. We have two children. We've been married about 33 and a half years. I did get that right. Have a grown daughter in Pensacola. Her and her husband are expecting our first grandchild. And we have a grown son here in the Atlanta metro area that's 31.
Wonderful. Love that. So excited for you guys. Expecting your first grandbaby. Exciting times. Exciting times. Okay. So we talked about you and Tracy meeting at the fire conferences. I kind of want to deep dive into that because the importance of it is incredible. And I would like for you guys to tell us how Fire Wife Life started, because it did start at a fire conference, started on the balcony. Oftentimes, I know for me as a spouse going to these conferences early on, I pretty much just dismissed, I want to go, I want to go with Corley to these fire conferences, but I didn't know anybody. And so I was like, I'll just entertain myself. I'll go over here and I'll do my thing. And I see these ladies over here, but don't mind me. I'm just going to be over here doing my thing. And it's okay. because it's awkward. It can be awkward meeting new people, it makes you uncomfortable. I get it. I completely get it. But uh, there was a group of you ladies that met on a balcony in Pensacola. And so take it from there. Who wants to take it from there and tell us how Fire Wife Life got started? The reason why I want to hammer home on this is because other wives out there, other spouses out there that may be thinking of something or want to get outside of their comfort zone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I want this to be an inspiration to them.
Well, and
Go ahead. I
no, I
actually,
should say,
can I go ahead and lead up to how we got to the balcony? Because I think
yes,
that's pretty important also.
that's what I was gonna, yes,
Perfect.
absolutely.
So I was going to these conferences with Kevin. Like I said, he wants to learn all the things that he can learn from these conferences, and and at that point, I was a teacher, so great opportunity for me in the summer. I would just go with him, and even if it fell over, I could make a long weekend out of some of these things. And I loved going with him wherever it was, especially the beach ones. But I mean, I went with him to other places as well. But I would see these women that kind of knew each other, and I would talk to him in passing. And obviously, through like Kurt and Jessica Isaacson, I knew Jessica. So then I would know some of the other wives. And I knew Kathy, but I didn't really know Kathy. So it was at the First Due conference in Carolina Beach. I was kind of doing my own thing. I think Kathy and I were really one of the only wives there at
We
that.
were,
And
yeah,
I was kind of wandering around the boardwalk, and I went into a bar, which was right behind our hotel. And Todd and Kevin were working. They were pulling hose, and Todd pops his head in and says, "Having fun in here?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's great, but tell your wife that she needs to come join me." And he goes, "Okay, well, actually, let me just give you her number," because they were working. And so I texted Kathy and I was like, "Hey, you don't really know me very well, but Tracy McCart, I'm at the bar. Have a drink with me." And she was like, "Say less. I'll
yeah,
be there in a few
let's
minutes."
go.
And we sat and talked for hours, like
Yeah,
hours. And I mean, I think the guys even had to come get us, like, "Hey, we're
they
going to
did.
dinner." Yeah. And it was just like this connection because we understood what it was like to be a fire wife. And it was just so lovely talking to her. And I was like, this is why I come to these. Like, I want that connection. I had fun on my own, don't get me wrong, but ever since then, it was like, let's meet the wives. Let's hear their stories, because it's people from all over the United States. And so
Yep.
that's how we led up to me and Kathy. So
And I will say, Amanda, you touched on it. I mean, Tracy and I, no other wives were there. This
Yeah.
was in 2019, May of 2019. We were the only two wives who even considered going to the conference. We were doing our own thing. Like you
Mhm.
said, we didn't know that we would know anybody. And then we spent the whole rest of the week together. It truly was the way to get to know each other. And had she not made that call or run into Todd, I probably would have seen her another 5 times throughout the week and just done that,
right.
because wives just at that time, it's much more prevalent now, but wives at that time just did not go to conferences as much with
Sure.
their husbands.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fast forward to 2020, we were sitting on a balcony in Pensacola Beach. It was Tracy, myself, KFB, Kristen Infinity Base, and some other ladies, and Jessica and Heather Griffin.
Yeah.
And we were having a lot of fun. We were having some champagne, just laughing, because look at all the wives who were there. And there were many more besides us. And we just started laughing and said, we need a group called Fire Wife Life. And Madison got on Facebook and put Fire Wife Life LLC and went, boom, now we're Fire Wife Life. What are we going to do? We're like, no.
That's
So that's
incredible.
how we started. We knew that there were wives who needed to bond. It was the first time we'd ever met Madison. It was the first time we'd ever met Kenya. It was the first time I'm trying to think of everybody who was there. The only people besides Jessica that we knew was Heather. And we weren't as close to her back then as we are now.
Yeah.
So it was the first time we met 4 of the women there out on the balcony.
What I love is, you think that when you attend these and you're in your uncomfortable space and you're going up to meet these wives, all these things, play a factor in the insecurities of, are they going to find me interesting, or do I have enough to talk about, or all of that goes out the window. Like,
Yeah.
it is amazing how quickly friendships are formed. And just like that, on the balcony at Pensacola Beach, you didn't know the majority of those ladies there.
Yeah.
And
No.
now you know them. I mean, they're your friends.
Well,
And so
and when we started it, I mean, we started this Facebook page. It really was started so that we could all keep in contact with each other, so
Yes.
we knew what conferences we were going to go to. Like, it was really just for us to
yeah.
be like, oh, let's talk. Are you going to this conference? Are you going to be here? When are you? And then we just kind of realized, as women were inviting other women, we just kind of realized, this could be so much more. Like, we
Yeah.
could really use this platform for so many good things.
Okay, so then that brings me to this. Then let's just jump right into the Facebook, the social media that you guys got going on, because it's organically growing. What are you at?
Mhm.
Almost 2,000 members, or
We
two?
are at 2,000.
Oh, you are at
We
2,000.
Yes.
And a year ago May, we had like 321.
Yeah.
Wow.
And from a year ago May to today, so just a little over a year, we're at 2,000, and every day we get more and more requests to
And
join.
these are spouses or significant others that are going on daily, making
Uh-huh.
posts.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
making connections, they're asking for advice, some of them are giving advice. I mean, it's grown into this entire community of spouses supporting spouses.
Right.
Mhm.
And in really healthy ways too, like talking very highly of their firefighters, or we often share, everything's going to happen when that firefighter is gone, and that's a big joke that we go, but it's the truth, and so we
It
joke
is.
about it. But it's very lighthearted. It's I find more information there than probably anything,
Yeah.
honestly. I mean, it is just a great place for spouses supporting spouses.
And I love that it's not me and Kathy out there being like, join our group, join our group. I mean,
Yeah.
we do that at conventions. And if we have a booth somewhere, sure, we like promote ourselves, but it really has not been, that is not how we have grown. It is
No.
women inviting other women,
Mhm.
husbands saying, hey, I've heard about this group, you should join, or us doing a retreat or something. And then that trickles down to other women hearing about it. So I
Mhm.
love how it has really grown through word of mouth rather than us being, come be part of our group. So
Yeah.
that's been the nice part.
And I always know when Tom are on the road, because they're just really good for us, because they tell all the husbands, they really do. Or if there are wives at conferences we don't attend,
Yeah.
they make sure they tell them to join. So it's funny, we'll get 10 memberships from requests from Louisiana, and we're like, oh, who's in Louisiana? I mean,
Yeah.
it's awesome. They're really good stewards for us
Yes.
They are.
in getting people to understand who we are and what we do, and what we're out there trying to do.
Absolutely. And I can attest for that. I think I told you guys I was at first in. Todd got up in front of the whole group of firefighters and shared what you guys are about, the things that
Yeah.
you're doing, the conferences you have. I mean, it is so amazing to see husbands supporting wives, wives supporting husbands, um, in this environment, in this fire family that we have.
Yeah.
So let's talk about you guys. So from that meeting on Pensacola Beach on the balcony, with a select group of ladies, this has grown significantly. You got, like we talked about, your social media platform that's doing very
Mhm.
well and growing by the day. But on top of that, you ladies have a passion for bringing conferences to firefighter wives, to significant
Yes.
others. So I've had the privilege to attend a few of them. I haven't there's way more that I wanted to attend that I haven't got to attend. And hopefully 2024 will bring about abilities for me to go, but to more of these. But you have one coming up that is a couples retreat, and it's sold
Mhm.
out. Like
Yeah.
it's sold out quickly.
Yes.
So tell us about that, because I love what you guys are doing with the size of the conference and the intimacy of it, um, with it being couples. So tell us a little bit about that conference that's coming up. Again, it's sold out, but I still want people to understand that maybe in the future that is maybe thinking about for next year. What do they have to look forward to? How about the ones that are attending? What is it that they can look forward to?
Well, we started, with just our women's events, and then we've had a lot of wives have said to us, "Gosh, I wish my husband could be a part of this. I wish he could hear the conversations we're saying, and that other wives talk to their husbands about the same thing that we do." So that's what sent us off on the, well, let's see if it'll work path. So it did. It sold out. We do have a waiting list, so people can add their name to the waiting list if they choose. But we're going to be doing communication classes. We're going to be doing a class about spouse trauma and firefighter trauma, and when you bring both of those into the marriage, into the home, when more than one of you is experiencing a different type of trauma. We are going to talk about the communication. I'm super excited about too. We have Clyde and Melinda Gordon. Clyde is in Houston, Texas. His wife Melinda. They're going to be our keynotes, and they are hilarious together. Their marital story, their story in general, and the
Yeah.
advice they give to people is amazing. And so they alone are going to be worth coming to see. So it's a 3-day event, and we did keep it intimate. I mean, we have, I think, 17 or 18 couples, because we think that we just need a small group, especially in the couple realm, where people are comfortable talking to one another so that they leave with something tangible. They're not in a room of 75 people. We really want them to leave with, which is what we really want anyway, is all of our programs being tangible, meaningful, and people really garnering something personal and something important from them.
Yeah, we just want people to feel comfortable enough in a smaller setting to be able to talk, ask questions. I know that Clyde and Melinda will have so many questions, and I just don't want. And Whitney Dewey, who is doing our communications, she's phenomenal. I think there's going to be some questions, and I don't. We just didn't want anybody to feel like it was too big of a venue not to be able to feel comfortable enough to do that.
Yeah.
And I think that is so important. And I think you guys are going to find the results that you're after with that. I think you guys are on the right track with that, and the size and keeping it intimate, for all the things that you just discussed. So the couples retreat is sold out,
Yes.
but you have a fireman's ball that is the same. It's happening the same time.
We're bringing it back. We are
Yeah.
bringing back a proper firefighters ball. Get gussied up, like to the nines. Like it is. I am so excited for this
I am
event.
too.
It is
So many people
not
are.
even funny. I cannot wait. We did a walk through the venue a couple weeks ago when I drove to Atlanta to do some work with Kathy, and it just made me even more excited. It's the perfect venue. So during this whole thing, a proper fireman's ball. So women, wear your formals. Men, suit or class A's if your department will allow that. I know some departments will not. But it is going to be a beautiful night. We've got a DJ, we have silent auction, raffle,
Oh,
the dinner alone. I'm not joking when I say that the dinner alone. Kevin and I have paid more Mexican for what we're going to charge you to get into this
yes.
wonderful menu of prime rib, chicken marsala. I'm looking at the list. We have hors d'oeuvres. We have dessert. And the price
And an
includes
open bar.
drinks.
And an open bar. And it's all for one fee. It's everybody. It's just
Yeah.
come and dance. It's a true brotherhood, bringing back the brotherhood and the
Yes.
wives,
Yes.
getting
Yeah.
everybody back together. And we have people coming from all over the country. So you don't have to live in Atlanta to attend the ball. Come hang out. There's a hotel that a lot of people are staying at. Make a couple's weekend out of it. Come and go to the ball and just enjoy.
So the couples retreat may be sold out, but the fireman's ball is not. It's
No.
fire and ice. Is that correct? The fire and ice
Yes.
ball?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And it's gonna, like Kathy said, it's gonna have the open bar. The menu you guys rolled out yesterday, my jaw hit the floor. Like, holy cow.
Yeah.
That menu is to die for. It's
Yes.
so good.
Yeah.
And if you're listening to this and you're not part of Fire Wife Life on Facebook, go join it.
Yeah.
Because I think that's where you
Yeah.
drop the menu, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you can find the registration there, but you also have a website that they can go to for registration. What is that
Yes.
website?
Firewifelife.org.
Firewifelife.org.
.org. And the Facebook is Fire Wife Life LLC.
Okay. Again, if you're not already on that Facebook page, firefighters, encourage your wives, your significant others, go and join that page. I hope when people hear this that you're it just floods it and you're like ding 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 ding
I
with
hope
all these
so
people
too. I
joining.
think it's going to be so fun.
It is.
Cannot wait.
So the important, other than just the community of Fire Wife Life, you guys share all of your upcoming conferences there on that platform, on that page.
Mhm. Yeah.
So if they want to keep up with what's coming near them, because you guys travel, you take this on the road. You take
Yes.
your
I
spouse's
mean,
conference on the road.
yeah, we've done St. Louis. We've done, obviously, we're doing Atlanta for the couples retreat. Myrtle Beach is our next women's retreat in the springtime.
Yeah.
We have a great group of women in the Carolinas, but we also go to people's conferences and provide women's programming.
Yeah.
So we
So
were
tell us what you have
involved.
coming up.
Yeah, we have, I mean, so we do that as well. We do Carolina Beach.
Yep.
We do,
Okay,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Next on our list is next week, actually. We will be in Spartanburg.
Perfect timing.
I know, right? Monday, Tuesday of next week, if you are in upstate South Carolina, we will be at the Professional Firefighters Association of South Carolina convention. And that is in downtown Spartanburg at the AC Hotel. We will have a booth. We're going to just give out information, upcoming events. We will have our merch. We have a social Monday night in conjunction with the Spartanburg City firefighters. We've invited all the women that are in the area that are on the Facebook page. Come out, talk to us, meet other wives. I mean, if you don't even come for us, just come to see some other wives in your area.
Yeah.
So that is coming up next week. And then, as Kathy mentioned, our next retreat, which we will probably do an annual in Myrtle Beach every year. We have a very wonderful group of sponsors that help us in the Myrtle Beach area, and that will be in March. We've got to hone out all the details, but that should be rolling out pretty soon. So that'll be, I think we have it set for 23rd, 24th of March. But more details to come on that. So.
Perfect.
And we'll do another couples retreat, seeing how quickly this one sold, depending on how much more demand for couples we get. We may do a couple next year. We'll see. But that's the other thing. If we see a need in an area, or we have women saying we'd really like to do this in this location, we'll come to you. We'll have a retreat in and around your regional area. If it's really important to you, we'll come.
And that's one of the things I love so much about you guys is that you're adaptable. It's not just your vision and your way. You really listen to what it is that the people want, and you try your best to adhere to that and give them what it is that they so desperately either need or want, whatever it is that they're looking for. You guys try your best to make that happen. Go ahead.
No, so that's one of the things we talked about when we started it, is that it's not just our organization. We founded it. We are the founders. and we propel it and push it along and steer it. But I mean, Amanda, you've come and you've taught for us twice. I mean, you've spoken and you're an important part. And Sabrina and so many others, Whitney, and I mean, we have so many people around the country who I feel like we're all owners of it, if that makes sense.
Valerie.
There's just this great group of women, and everybody has something to say, and everybody has these great ideas, and we all do something different. And it's so rewarding that what started on a balcony as a means to stay together has become this movement of all of us as such close friends trying to provide something different, each of us, but together,
Right.
for all these women who I know really appreciate what we're doing right now.
Well said. That was beautiful, Kathy. So we covered your social media, we covered your website. Where can people find you if a conference is looking to bring something like what you guys have to offer? If they're looking to bring you guys in, or maybe a department or a community wants what it is that you guys have, how can they? What's the best way for them to go about finding you or getting in touch with you?
Probably message on Facebook, but I mean, they can absolutely email us as well. Mine's very easy. Fire Wife Life Tracy at Yahoo. So that's pretty easy.
Yeah.
But we do have the normal way that women or even men have gotten a hold of us through women on our page has been through Facebook messaging. But and they can, I do believe, leave a message through our website as
Yeah.
well.
They can go on the About Us, and it lists all the different programs we do.
Yeah.
You know, we have a list of things we'll come to your department or we'll come to your area and we'll do for you. Then there's a place to email us, and it has both of our contact information. That is the one thing that, you know we cannot keep up with all of our changes. So we change the website and then we make 100 more changes. So we're working diligently to keep up with, because the Facebook page is so much more up to date. People go to our website and say, well, where are the lists of those four? I mean, we have a list of 46 women across the country who are regional coordinators for us, who you can call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And we've got to get those back up. We have a council on mental health. So we're hoping by December, at the end of Thanksgiving, this is finally up to date, so it can be obsolete again by January. So it feels like it's obsolete every week.
Yeah.
I feel that so much. So going to the website, because I kind of got the cart before the horse in having people know how to get a hold of you. That's very important, and so I don't mind sticking it right here in the middle of the information. But I kind of want to backtrack a little bit and talk about, you have on the website, they're going to be able to find your 501c3. They're going to be able to find Fire Life training. So let's talk about 501c3 real quick, because the fact that you guys were able to get that was a huge feat. So tell us a little bit about that. What does the 501c3 do? What does your charitable organization do for the fire service?
Well, we have
It's a
a
lot. It's a
number
lot.
of different programs. We have, one of the things is obviously to help wives, firefighters, and families in need. And there's no cap on that. If a family is going through a hard time with a firefighter who's sick, or he is ill, or a wife is having a hard time, or somebody's lost their home, they have financial issues, something's happened to a child, there's a mental health issue, a PTSD problem. Folks can reach out to us, and we will see, between the resources we have, the resources across the country, where we can get them, guide them, or provide them aid. So that's one of the things. We also are going to help with scholarships for firefighters who cannot attend the conferences that Corley teaches at, that Kevin teaches at, that my husband teaches at. And we have a lot of volunteer departments who need the training so badly, and they have no way to get there. So we're going to look at providing that type of training to firefighters who really need the training that they're just not able to get. And then we have a Breaking Barriers program, where we provide training for fire departments for serving the intellectual disabilities community. So a lot about people, I mean, individuals with autism, a lot about individuals who have Down syndrome. So we've created that program as well.
Wow, love that. You guys just keep rolling out more and more just valuable. I think that's the word for the day is value, because you guys give so much of that to the fire families and to the fire service. Um, so Fire Life training, that is a different than Fire Wife Life, but I mean it's all umbrella. I guess Fire Wife Life, would you consider umbrellaed under Fire Life training?
Yeah, it started out of Fire Life Training. Fire Life Training started as just a training program, as going out, firefighters, our cadre, going out and teaching at different conferences. And they started holding their own conferences. And that led to all of us together, which led to the wives, which led to seeing the need in every area for somebody being out there to be able to help as much as possible. So it just kind of, collided quickly. Again, hard for us to keep up with some days, but
Well, the
yeah,
reason why I mentioned that, the reason why I want to mention Fire Life training is because we talk about Fire Wife Life just, fairly being a recent
Yeah.
program.
Mhm.
Um, but Fire Life training has been around for quite a while. So you guys, you're no rookie to this. I mean, you've been
Yeah.
involved in this for quite some time, and kind of the sacrifices that the fire families go through with with their firefighters being gone, or maybe attending these conferences, and the financials don't allow for the family to attend with the firefighter, and so
Yes.
they're back behind, they're back at home taking care of the home front. And so that's why I wanted to cover Fire Life training, because it's not this right here is not new to you.
No.
So where can we
No.
find Todd? So going right from Fire Life training, where can we find Todd? Where can we find Kevin? Kathy, I'll let you go first.
Oh, boy. You can you
Now's
can
your
find
time to
Todd
give
at
him a plug.
Mile
Todd's
High.
everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. I have to get my calendar out to tell you where we're going to be. No, he'll be at Mile High this weekend in Denver. And then he'll be in Midwest City, Oklahoma, the week of the 15th and 16th. And then he comes back, and I think I see him for a couple weeks. Then we're at H Rock in December. And then next year, you'll also see him in, oh my God, Hammond, Louisiana. He'll be at no, it's not Daggum, Texas. It's Command from the Sand in January.
In Carolina Beach.
In Carolina Beach, and there's a lot. You'll see him probably more than I
I
will.
think I'm actually covering just about every conference you just mentioned. After we
Yay!
get done with this, I literally think I'm covering just about every single one of those conferences. So
Okay, good, because and then of course we'll be at FDIC, so we're Fire Wife Life. We'll have our own
good.
booth again with the fools at FDIC, but we'll be at FDIC, and yeah.
All right, we'll have to push that as it
Oh,
gets closer.
Yeah.
we will be in Alabama. Kevin and Todd will be in Alabama for the Grab Academy, which we're very excited about. 165 firefighters. Very excited.
Nice.
Yeah, sold
Wow.
out. Very excited about that. Kevin's speaking, and actually, I think he's kicking off the whole afternoon on Tuesday, and then he and Todd are leading some of obviously the training on Wednesday and Thursday. So I'm very excited about that.
Wow, busy, busy. I love when I hear sold out for two reasons. One, it means that the person that's putting it on, it's a lot of work to put those conferences on. And so how rewarding is that to be able to say, it's sold out, all your hard work and efforts is sold out. But then two, that there's that many firefighters that are seeking these training opportunities.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that. So Tracy, you want to give a plug for Kevin?
Yeah, like Kathy said, he's really excited about his opportunity at Grab Academy. Now, Kevin does have to work, so he
Yeah.
cannot go to all the things that he would like to, or that Todd would like him to. But he will be at Grab Academy in Alabama in the middle of November. Then he is doing a couple things with Todd and Alan Griffin in Lumberton North
Lumberton,
Carolina. Mhm.
and then
Uh,
Jefferson City.
Yep, yep. Jefferson City. That's early next year.
Mhm.
But he will also be at Command in the Sand at
Yep.
Carolina Beach in January. So
And
he
Lakeport. We
yeah,
got
yeah,
California coming
McCart,
up.
yeah, he does. He can do about one a month. He just has to trade.
And if it
No.
were up to Todd, he wouldn't work,
Oh, I
except
know.
with
I know.
Oh, the places he could go if he didn't have a
Right?
job.
oh,
But
but
bills have to be paid.
hey, it's awesome.
I feel that. I do love we talked about it earlier, at the conferences, where I said, that I've been witness to, your husbands sharing the information for you ladies, and it just every time I see them, the support that they have for you guys is just incredible, and it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Every time I see you guys, the support that you have for your husbands,
Oh
is
yeah,
truly remarkable,
they
so
share all our Facebook messages. They plug us everywhere they go.
They do.
They are our number one fans.
they
They are, and they invite us everywhere. We may be in Lakeport this year. I don't know,
Never know.
but Tracy and I may go to Lakeport,
Where's that at?
California.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Alright.
We may
But
have
they
an
do it.
ulterior motive of Napa Valley involved, but that's another story.
Well, I've told you I've had some interest on all the wine you can drink.
Right?
Right.
I do have some ladies that have reached out,
Yes, you
on the
said
West
that.
Coast. Yeah. So, and I sent them right to your page. So if you
Wonderful.
guys do go, let me know because, I'll definitely, no pun intended, but I'll blast it out.
Yeah.
I
Well,
feel
in
like, our
2024,
laughs, as we come to a close, I feel like, the people aren't really gonna get to see just exactly how, much we laugh because we've had to keep ourselves contained.
Yes.
We've been warned. So, thank you, ladies, so much. Is there anything else that you want to share? Did I miss anything, leave anything out?
I don't think so. Just
I don't
thank
think
you for the
so.
opportunity to let us share our information and our upcoming
Yeah.
events. We appreciate it, Amanda.
Um,
Absolutely.
yeah, let everybody know about, we do have a book club. We
Oh
didn't talk
yeah,
about that.
Oh, yes,
We have
do
a
tell me about
fabulous book club that Tracy runs. I've bought every book, never read a one of them because I'm so bad. I have a shelf of Fire Wife Life books if anybody would like.
the intentions are
if you
good.
are
But
interested in the book
I
club,
love it.
just get on. Just you can you can message me. There's a bunch of different posts on the Facebook page. If you just get on one of those posts and shoot me your email, I will send you all the book club info. So
Yeah, and
it's been
so
fun. It's
I
been
do want
fun.
to point out on the Facebook page, there's a little search button. So once you go on Fire Wife Life, if you want to search something, book
Yes.
club, hit that little search button. It'll pull up
Yep.
the various, different posts from that. But like you said,
Yep.
they can also private message you. That you add them to the email. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes, it's
Yes.
all through. I post on the Facebook page about it, usually when we start a new book or when it's about ready to finish up, just to remind them that we do have a Zoom. So it's like every other month we do the Zoom over the book of that month, and the Zooms are always so fun. And you really don't have to read the book to join us. We just have a lot of fun
So
on
Kathy,
Zoom.
you can join the Zoom and then they can tell you about the book and
Yes.
then boom, you've read it.
Right? Right? I
Cliff
even
notes.
bought a workbook to one of them. Didn't even. But the other thing I want to say is that in October, we're going to resume our monthly Zooms
Yes.
where we have a
Oh,
special
good.
guest who talks to our wives. When summer came, after our June, we kind of let the summer go. Now that kids are back in school, we will pick up
Yep.
in October, November, and December again.
Awesome.
So be looking for that on the Facebook page.
Another way to stay connected. I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. Ladies, I'm gonna have you come back on. After the ball, I want you guys to come back on. Will the ball make a return? I don't know. Do you guys know? Are you gonna leave it a secret for now? All right. So we'll have you come back on after the ball, and then maybe we can find out more then.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, ladies. I'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye. All right, guys. So thankful that Tracy and Kathy agreed to join me on volume 11 of the Blast Out. I really can't say enough how much I can get behind those ladies and what they're doing and what they stand for. I want to continue on with this week's Blast Out. We're going to go right into we got some requests for Captain Joe O'Connor from Mobile Fire Rescue. He was seriously injured in a third alarm commercial fire last Saturday with reports of multiple injuries. It's my understanding that he is on the mend. Please keep his family and him and his firefighter family in your prayers and your thoughts as he continues to heal. We have Men of Fire Sacramento Memorial Ride is this Friday, October 13th at Stacy's Fourth Ward Tavern in Marysville, California. The donations from this ride is going to benefit Firefighters Burn Institute. You can find out more information on that by going to chapters at mfmcusa.org. And I'll have the links and any information that I can provide in the comments after I get done with this week's Blast Out. Firefighter Rescue Surveys on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. You can be a part of helping the mindset match the metrics. Donations are used to support the project expenses. Firefighter Rescue Survey aims to raise awareness and demonstrate the value of firefighting rescue reporting for the improvement of civilian outcomes and fireground operations. Visit firefighterrescuesurvey.com to learn more and to prepare for the next one. We got upcoming conferences coming up. October 14th through the 15th, Beaufort, North Carolina is the Crystal Coast Fire Conference with Steve Robertson and Corley Moore. $75 for a single day, $120 for both. If you're in the area and you haven't registered, you'll want to make sure to get on and get registered for that. It's going to be a great weekend there. October 20th and 21st, Mid-America Fire Conference is going to be held at Rose State College here in Midwest City, Oklahoma. It's going to have Court Smith, Steve Robertson, Todd Edwards, Jeremy Sanders, Jacob Johnson's going to kick it off in the morning with breakout sessions to follow. October 25th, Davenport, Iowa at the Mississippi River Hall. Corley's going to be there for a full day of 9 Ls and reflexive readiness. Cost is only $50. It's open to outside departments as well. November 2nd through the 4th, Small Town Job Town Fire Conference, Hammond, Louisiana. It's going to be, again, November 2nd through the 4th. It's going to be held, it's going to be here before you know it. I'm reading my prompt. I'm reading the script that they have put out. So not doing a very good job of it. I'm actually thinking about my conversation with Kathy and Tracy and these things that I wanted to, I wish I would have touched on, but I didn't. So that's my squirrel brain for you. You're going to check out their killer lineup. It's going to include 10 of the best instructors in the industry right there in Hammond, Louisiana. 3 days of full lectures and hands-on. You're not going to want to miss it. You're going to have people, instructors, let's be real, not just people, instructors. Ray McCormick, Todd Edwards, Anthony Rouette, Kyle Romagus, Steve Robertson, Mickey Farrell, Darren Harsh, Dennis Riley, Mo Davis, and Clyde Gordon. They're all going to be there. November 3rd through the 5th, North Dakota Southeast Regional Fire School Conference is located in Wahpeton, North Dakota. It's going to be on the North Dakota State College of Science campus. It's going to have a half day on Friday, a full day on Saturday, and a finishing with a half day on Sunday. North Dakota residents are free to attend. Out of state can attend for $100 for the whole weekend. They'll have 2 hot classes plus many lectures and theory classes. They have a whole dormitory that they'll be using to do searches, engine ops, flowing water, truck ops, and a lot of great classes. So sign up using the link. It's going to be in the comments, or contact Max Gluckert personally. November 21st in Waxahachie, Texas. Waxahachie Local 3010 presents Firehouse Vigilance with Corley Moore and his 9 Ls. The event will be held at the Waxahachie, I knew it was going to get me, Waxahachie Civic Center from 8 to 12, cost us $60. December 9th through the 10th is Nozzle Ford in Bayton, Baytown, Texas. Tickets go on sale October 15th. So not on sale yet. Mark your calendars. October 15th, Baytown Fire Department with Nozzle Ford. Those tickets will go on sale. It's going to be $250 for 2 days of instruction and lunch. North Central Florida Fire Conference, December 12th through the 14th. Rob Ramirez is going to be there with Mayday Mindset. He's keynoting. North Central Fire Conference offers classes in leadership, operations, and hot evolutions to prepare operations and officer level firefighters with career enhancing skills, both on and off the fire ground. Vendors will be able to provide hands on displays to demonstrate the latest innovative products and services available. We got some upcoming conferences for 2024, so you're going to want to mark your calendars for these. I don't believe registration is open yet. If so, I'll let you know. January 9th through the 11th, Command from, oh, they are. I do know this. This one is open. January 9th through the 11th, Command from the Sand, Tactics and Leadership Conference in Carolina Beach, North Carolina. Registration open July 1st with a few seats left. So jump on, try and grab one of those if you possibly can. It's 2 days of lecture with 1 day of interactive tactical scenario breakout sessions. Cost is $199. It's going to be held there at the Courtyard Marriott right there on the beach. May 7th through the 9th of 2024, the 5th annual First Due Operations Conference, Command from the Sand, right back there on Carolina Beach, North Carolina. Registration open October 1st, so it's open, and I believe early bird pricing is still available. $275 for that early bird. The price will increase to $325. So if you are thinking about it, get on and get that while you can still get it for the early bird. The conference offers 2 days of lectures, 1 day of hands-on training. It's also being held at the Courtyard Marriott there on Carolina Beach. For more information on both the conferences there on Carolina Beach, you can find that information at firstduetactics.com. And again, I'll have that link in the comments. North Florida Fire Expo, registration is open. Hotel rooms as low as $109 a night. Make sure you get signed up for training on the white sandy beaches of Okaloosa Island, Florida. They have a large lineup that's headed that way, February 7th through the 10th of 2024. The lineup is too long to list, so I'm going to give you a little teaser here. You're going to have Nozzle Ford with Aaron Fields, Tactical Thermal Imaging with Live Fire, Andy Starnes, Maximizing Our Impact, Jeremy Sanders, Strategic Fireground Decision Making, Anthony Avilo, Make the Grab, Not the Excuses, Cody Trustrail. That's who you can expect there, and so many others. You're going to want to jump on that site to take a look at everybody that they have coming. March 21st through the 24th, Daggum Fire Conference, the family reunion. It's coming back once again, 2024. And spouses are encouraged to attend with their firefighter. Corley and I got to attend it last year. It was awesome. We actually spoke at it. When I tell you it's a family reunion, that's their words, but I back it up. It truly is. You feel like family. And you're so close to San Antonio there that you can easily go to the Riverwalk and just make a family event out of it as well. Take your spouse, if at all possible, your family, if at all possible. They will enjoy it. You'll enjoy having them there. They've announced that they're starting to come out with some of the people that you can expect to see there. So they've announced Daggum RIT will have many heavy hitters. When you think of RIT, you should think of Robert Ramirez and Mayday Mindset. Raymond Dorival, he's going to be back. I got to see him there last year. He's going to be back in action at Daggum with another brand new lecture. This time it's called Send Me. This lecture is specifically created around the topic of RIT and is about wanting to be the one sent when one of our own is in need. Raymond also isn't just all about flowing water. He realizes the importance of RIT and has a passion for it. Raymond will be on site for the whole conference, helping teach the hands-on portion as well. If you haven't heard Raymond speak to your soul, you're missing out. Go on YouTube, find him. Go on Facebook, find him. You'll be glad you did. RIT or Die will be hosted in Texas with Basil, Rob, and the Bears the Oath. They're going to team up to give firefighters attending the conference the most special, unique RIT training to ever hit Texas. Their words, and I quote, 41st Annual LCC Fire School in Parsons, Kansas, April 6th through the 7th. Corley's going to be there, this year's keynote speaker. Registration opens January 3rd. So not open yet. Mark your calendars for when it does hit. You can find the information at LLC Fire School on Facebook or by the link in the comments. Contact Andrew Johnston for more information. Firemanship is back. You've heard it all over, or you live under a rock. Either way, July 15th through the 19th in Aurora, Illinois. Registration's expected to open November 27th. That's Cyber Monday. I don't know exactly the time. I just believe, last I heard, it was going to be opening November 27th. You're going to want to follow Brothers in Battle Facebook page for more information on that. Take their word for it on that. All right, guys, that does it for you. Volume 11 of The Blast Out complete. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. And if you have any information that you would like shared on the Firehouse Vigilance platforms using The Blast Out, please email us at fhvpromo@gmail.com. We will make sure to get it added. We are going live with, not live, we were going live. Now we're not. We're doing this pre-recorded every other Thursday, every 2 weeks. It's still the game plan. And it's going to be hitting podcast platforms soon. So stay tuned for that. I will, no pun intended, again, blast that information out as soon as we have it available. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you in 2 weeks. Happy Thursday and have a great weekend. Bye, guys.